Tonight, you will probably lie awake for at least a few minutes, staring at the ceiling, wondering why your brain won't just switch off. You'll reach for your phone. You'll flip your pillow. You'll run through tomorrow's to-do list like a rehearsal for disaster. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you'll decide that something is wrong with you. But the real answer is far stranger, because ancient humans couldn't sleep either. And what they did about it completely reframes everything you think you know about rest. Anthropologist David Sampson spent years studying sleep patterns among the Hadza people of Tanzania, one of the last remaining hunter-gatherer societies on Earth. What he found stopped the sleep science world cold. The Hadza don't all sleep at once. Their sleep is fragmented, staggered, layered across the group. At almost any hour of the night, someone is awake. Sampson called this the sentinel hypothesis. A group where everyone passes out simultaneously is a group that gets eaten. So your brain was shaped over hundreds of thousands of years to resist total unconsciousness, to keep some part of itself scanning the dark. That restlessness you feel at 2 a.m., that is not a glitch. That is the oldest security system on Earth, still running inside you. Psychiatrist Thomas Wehr conducted a landmark study in the 1990s that revealed something astonishing. When he removed artificial light from subjects for weeks, their sleep spontaneously broke into two distinct phases, a first sleep and a second sleep, separated by 1 to 2 hours of calm wakefulness. They didn't feel anxious. They felt peaceful, alert. Wehr realized he was watching the human body remember something ancient. Biphasic sleep, 2 sleeps with a waking interval, was the default human experience for most of history. The 8-hour consolidated block you've been told to aim for is, in evolutionary terms, the anomaly. Historian Roger Ekirch spent 2 decades combing through pre-industrial diaries and records across multiple cultures. He found thousands of references to first sleep and second sleep, written as if perfectly ordinary, because they were. People woke in the night to talk, pray, think. The waking interval wasn't insomnia, it was just night, and it had a life of its own. Anthropologist Polly Wiesner studied the Jew/Hwanzi people of the Kalahari, comparing daytime talk to nighttime talk around the fire. Daytime was practical, food, tools, disputes. Nighttime was something else entirely. Stories, dreams, questions that don't have quick answers. Wiesner concluded that firelight extended the cognitive and social day in a way that fundamentally shaped what it means to be human. Your ancestors didn't try to sleep through the dark. They thought through it. So what did they do when they couldn't sleep? They tended the fire. They listened. They existed in a state neuroscientists now call hypnagogia, the borderland between waking and sleep, where the mind produces images without fully dreaming. Some researchers believe ancient cultures actively cultivated this liminal state. The dark hours were not wasted. They were considered sacred. Then the Industrial Revolution arrived. Factories needed synchronized workers. Artificial light erased the natural gradient between day and night that had signaled your brain for hundreds of thousands of years. Suddenly, there was bright. And then there was bed. The entire psychological architecture your nervous system had built around darkness was expected to compress into an 8-hour blackout. It didn't disappear. It just became a disorder. Sleep researcher Matthew Walker has documented how the metrics we use to judge sleep health were largely invented during the industrial era, built to serve shift schedules, not biology. The idea that waking at 3 a.m. means something is wrong with you is not ancient wisdom. It is a recent industrial assumption dressed in medical language. Your brain doesn't know about your alarm clock. It knows about fire, darkness, and the sound of something moving in the grass. Tonight, when you lie awake and your brain refuses to let go, you could spiral into anxiety about lost sleep. Or you could consider another possibility, that you are not broken, that your brain is running a program written over hundreds of thousands of years, that this waking moment has always been part of the night. The fire needs tending. Something might be moving in the dark. And the questions without easy answers are waiting for you to sit still long enough to ask them. Tonight, when you can't sleep, you are not failing at rest. You are doing exactly what your ancestors did, listening to the dark, keeping the fire alive, and being, in the most ancient sense, awake.